Yo. Yo. If you look at where we at, and if you look at where we came from, what would you think? If I could have one wish, it'd be that niggas stop dying over dumb shit. See niggas die when they guilty, niggas die when they innocent. Wrong place, wrong time, my nigga died off coincidence. That's the shit I don't like, shit that I can't stand. Every night 2 guns blam, right where we grew up, fam. 4 fathers fought for equality and they drew up plans. But now niggas kill more niggas than the Ku Klux Klan. We just chasing cheese, caught up in the mice trap. Shit, I think I might trap, so obviously I like traps. Obviously I don't appreciate the Civil Rights Act, cause they fought for freedom and I'm about to give it right back like that.
Peace, this is Nicole of Pure Essence Beauty, and I'm here with the writers of Childhood Lost. I'm really excited to meet the brothers of Childhood Lost. Yes, they're brothers, writers of Childhood Lost. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Kaliek.
And I'm Steve.
Welcome. We just like to start by asking you how you got into writing in the first place. How did that all begin?
You want to take
Steve.
it? Well, Kaliek had the idea of writing Childhood Lost which is a real place for him, and he decided, he came to me and said, Steve, I got this idea for a story I want to write. I just want you to read it and let me know what you think. So after reading it 5, 6 times, I'm like, Kaliek, this is more than just a story. I think it could go bigger than what we expected to do. So we attempted on our own to try to edit it, put it out there, but we don't have training for that, so it kind of faltered. So we decided to really take it as a to the next level, try to get it edited and do all the right things by it. But then we decided that we could take it further than that.
So what are you saying, that you're you're self-taught? You didn't go to school for writing or anything like that?
Exactly. We didn't go to school for writing. We self-taught ourselves out.
Dream chaser.
Exactly. And more or less Kaliek than myself, because he has naturally started it, and it just helped us spark to do more stories, create more characters, and that's where we're at right now. Like, if I could explain what Childhood Lost is in a nutshell, Childhood Lost is like a neighborhood of kids that are going through certain situations that they cultivate to each other. Like, you might know Sheila from down the street, or Byron from around the corner, or Bill, somebody. Like, you know these people, but you really don't know their lives and how they intersect. And that's what we try to show with Childhood Lost.
Kaliek, have you been writing all your life? Like, what made you just take the pen and just start writing this story?
It's just something I wanted to tell, and I just didn't have an outlet. And more than anything, I just had a vision. I always wanted to give something back, work with the youth, and tell a story from where I've been and where we came from as brothers and the things we've been through. But I had no way of doing it. I tried to reach out to organizations and different things, but no one really listened. I wasn't, I didn't have a name. I wasn't nobody, so it was hard to get my point across. Mm-hmm. So I just called Steve one day. I said, I'm gonna write a book and we're gonna publish it.
Wow.
And that was it. And I started writing, and it was.
How many years ago was that?
It was in, I want to say 2008.
Yeah.
2008.
So we're talking almost 5 years.
And it's funny, we wrote it then, and it's even more relevant now. And that just goes to show that there's a place for it. And then, more than anything, it's real life.
Yes.
We wrote it then talking about the things that were going on and different stuff, but again, it's relevant now. But no practice, never wrote anything before. Really never wrote anything since, but been working on the plays and really just working on mastering the stories that are Childhood Lost. We went from just one story to, like Steve said, it's about community. It's about youth in a whole, not one, not two, the totality. Our youth are facing, and I always equate it to like modern day genocide. People like, that's kind of dark, but it's reality.
Yeah,
and our kids are getting younger, doing things that their habits and stuff. It's not surprising to see a 15-year-old pregnant or a 15-year-old boy with a gun, but 5 years ago this was like, wow, what's going on? Now it's every day, so it's just the cycles are getting younger, and it's really the essence of Childhood Lost, curbing their habits before their youth is gone. And we think a big part of that is, you know, making them really look and see that, you know, be youthful, enjoy the things that we enjoy playing outside. Just enjoy your youth, because once it's gone, there's no getting it back.
That's most definitely true. That's definitely true. How can we purchase Childhood Lost? Because I would love to read the book. The play was amazing. I mean, the play had me in tears. And I actually was taking video footage of the play because I was like, I have to let some people see this. They can't see it right now, but I want them to see this. So how can we purchase the book? Like, I want to read the book.
That's really humbling, because every time I hear, you know, we hear someone say, like, you know, it brought about feelings and emotion, you know, that we did a good thing. The book is right now, it's being edited, and it'll be available at, you know, on online bookstores and everything really soon. You know, if you follow either me or Steve at Childhood Lost on Facebook.
I follow y'all.
Instagram, you know, we do a good job of just keeping people updated in depth on what we're doing. Like, you know, the book is coming, Childhood Lost. We're working on the web series, which I think even more than the plays, I'm excited about. We're still using Bilal, this awesome writer to write it, you know. And the beauty of it is, with the play, you lost a lot with the play. As much as people got, they didn't get it all.
That's why I want to read the book.
You can't really tell the whole story, but the dynamic of a web series, you could really get in depth. You could deal with the underlying stories. You could deal with the 15 minutes of the real strong message that we couldn't deal with in the play. So that's going to be exciting, and we're actually working on that right now, as well as the play. So it's a good time for us right now.
That's a blessing. As soon as that book is out, you have to send it to me. I want a free one, autographed.
We was worried about with the book. We were worried about people receiving it and like how are people going to take it. And we let 3 or 4 people read it. We let 3 or 4 adults read it. And I mean, it's a different. We let 3 or 4 adults read it, and they reject it. Oh, this is too taboo. Kids won't be able to get this. But we let 3 or 4 young people read it, and everyone we let read it called us in tears. I love it. Well, you know, where can we get it? Because they understood. It came, you know, it hit home, and it was for them. Child's Lost is for the youth. We love to support the adults, the parents. You know, we love to support, but understand the message is for the young. It's for them.
And as a teen, I wish I had that. I wish I had someone or that story to read.
Yeah, I mean, with Childhood Lost, me and Kaliek have a good knack of not following headlines. We don't deal with hot topics. We deal with real topics. We deal with things that cause the problems instead of, you know, after the problem was already out there, trying to piggyback on it and start talking about, oh yeah, this is what should have happened. We try to dig deep and attack it early, you know, because we had a situation where a friend of mine called me and said, you know, one of the issues is HIV and Molly's and stuff. We talked about those things. And she called me up and said, well, this little boy I know said, I'm never going to do Molly's and I don't want to get HIV. And, you know, so it's resonating with the right people. We're catching them early. And that was our total mission from the beginning, like we said. It became more of a mission to save youth than even a book. You know what I mean? As strange as the same, because at some point me and Kaliek do want to go into the schools or whatever, more him than me, because I feel like I'm more of a support system to help guide what's going on with Childhood Lost. And because it started with his vision, and we developed a chemistry that made it good for both of us. So, but I think our end game is to really have an organization that represents Childhood Lost. But right now, we want to support other organizations that are out front doing that, because we think that it's more about helping people that are already in the system doing things instead of being the next guys on the block trying to do something totally different. You know what I mean? We want to support the people that are already out there on the front lines. So that's our main goal right now.
Right. Have you worked with any organizations?
We haven't yet, and we're still trying. We work with people, but not organizations. Like we work with.
Are there any organizations out there that you would love to work with?
We don't have a bias. I don't know how to put this. I don't really care about the organization. We want to work with the youth. Yeah. If you have them and they're part of your organization, we would love to work with them. We would love to work with them. And we would love to part of one of the things we're doing with Child's Laws Part 3, we want to, we want to get to a point where we're able to give something back because, Steve would tell you, like, that's more important than, like I said, we want to be able to support the people who on the front line. There's something to be said about the ones who's doing it. We're not there yet. We're trying to get there.
They're giving up their time, giving up their money and their resources, and we want to be a support system for that. Like, it's not about us getting glory out of Child's Laws, because whatever comes may be. But our end game is really, we don't want to see other kids lose their childhoods and go through the things that Kaliek went through, that I had to witness as his brother. It was turmoil in our lives at a point, but you see somebody go through a situation and you're like, well, what could I do to help? And you really can't, because you don't know what to do. But we want to try to help these kids understand if you make better choices and better decisions, you won't have to end up in our prison systems and our clinics and our homeless or whatever it may be. So we're there to be a support system. We're not really trying to start an organization ourselves because we don't really have a platform for that. We believe we want to be the arm to help other organizations.
Right. So is there anything out there, the teens, that you would like, if they would want to contact you, any information you would want to, just not to the teens, but anyone right now?
Any organizations that want to contact New York Kaliek, you can both reach us both at Facebook. I'm Stephen Gardner on Facebook. My phone number is 215-255-5784. Kaliek, you want to give me the information?
I'm Kaliek Hayes on Facebook. I'm also we also Childhood Laws. We both maintain that actual Facebook page, and the same thing. My number is 610-718-6204, and we would like to talk to like-minded people and people not so much like-minded that still want to be a part of it.
Yeah, anybody that's serious about helping the youth and is not in it for their own glory, people that just want to be assistants and help some kids get out of the streets or whatever they're going through, we love to talk to them. We're trying to build our team. We got childhoodslost.com coming in the next couple of weeks. We're working on that. We got a Childhood's Lost clothing line that we're planning on doing. And all these things are to help us support our mission. They're not just to make us rich, because we don't think they will make us rich. We think that it'll just be enough support to help us continue to do our work. So we're asking that people support us, and we'll support back. That's our main mission.
Do you have any message that you would like to say to our city? Because there's nothing like getting help from your city.
Yeah, come out and see the place.
Right, come out and support.
Like, we have to be totally humble in saying, like, through our vision, we came up with some very unique characters, and our Right of Allah Islam was masterful in bringing these characters to life. And the people really come out and don't think you know what it is. Come out and see it for yourself. And we guarantee you'll be surprised, and you'll really walk away with something. You'll be talking to your kids. You'll be talking to your kids on the way out. So that's what I'm talking about. If you can't reach them, bring them to see Childhood's Lost. We guarantee you we'll give them an ear.
And we're asking, give us a chance. These organizations, people talk about the price of this. Give us a chance to let them be a part of it. We're not trying to kill them. Like Steve said, we work full-time jobs. We know that we ain't trying to get rich. We're trying to put a strong message out and get more than anything. It's funny, the last play I looked around at the people that were there, and I was again humbled to see so many faces. But I always walk away wishing I saw more teams. Because it's for them. If they want to come and they can, or they can, let us know.
Do you have any group rates for team groups that you look? Oh.
We will say this: we picked a bigger venue for just for that. We have space. Give us a shot.
So if you're a team group, nonprofit organization, Philadelphia school board, school system, if you want to bring your teenagers out and teach them some lessons that need to be taught and open up a dialogue, please get in contact with these brothers. Again, their contact information will be listed in the information, and they'll also give you their information on how you can contact them. But we must support our local artists. It's nothing like supporting local artists. And Philadelphia has a platform, and Philadelphia is a place where we must unite as artists So please support these local brothers.
So I really want to thank you both, Kaliek and Steve, for coming by and talking about childhood lost. And like they mentioned before, if you want any further information, if you want to come out and show support, be sure to contact them on Facebook or even give them a call. And I just want to thank you both so much again for coming through.
Thank you.
You're
It was our
welcome.
pleasure.
Thank you. We had so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. Peace and blessings.